Hello and welcome back to St. Mike's YouTube channel. I'm Jacob and today we're going to be talking about John the Baptist. More specifically, how John the Baptist prepared the way for Jesus in others. So he basically warned people about Jesus's coming to town kind of thing. But we'll get into that a bit more later. Throughout your life, you always prepare for things, and certainly I do. I like to be prepared. I like to be ready for any situation. Now, one thing that we all do, probably not at the moment, but in a couple of weeks we do, is we prepare our school bags the night before. So here you go. Oh, that's trapped in my chair. Sorry. Here's my school bag. Not my school bag. It's my work bag, because I don't go to school anymore. This is my work bag, and I have several things in here. And this is what I take with me to work. So to start with, I have a notepad. This is what I take to write my notes in. My charging wires for my computer, which is usually in this bag, but it's right in front of me at the moment. I also have a hard drive that I take for photographs and things. I also have my pens and pencils, just in case I need to write things down, which I do. I also have, this is essential for coronavirus stuff. I have a load of masks, just in case, get caught out. What else do I have? Yes, oh, here we go. I have pens and pencils in this pocket as well. I also have this odd little dongly thing, which you have to buy from Apple. Complete scam, because they refuse to have a headphone jack. So yeah, I have to have that to listen to music sometimes. A little bit frustrating, but hey. I also have these very educational books, along with some notepads. I'm just gonna, might as well do a big recommendation. This one, Richard Foster's Celebration of Discipline. Sorry, great book. If you want to borrow it, I've got a few copies, and these books that I've never read, so I'm not going to recommend them yet. Come back to me on that one. So yeah, that's how I prepare myself. Also have a water bottle, but I don't have one at the moment. It's just a glass, and a lunchbox when I need to take lunch. So yeah, that's the type of stuff I take in my bag. But how do we prepare ourselves for the Lord? Well, let's see what John did. Before we get into why John prepared the way for Jesus, let's just go through some basic facts before we go for it. Some crazy facts about John the Baptist is that he ate camel hair, which is one of his favourite things to eat. He also ate locusts and honey, a combination of a locust sandwich, if you would. Locust and then honey in between. I don't know what you feel, but that's not for me. So yeah, he also lived in the desert, so it's highly likely that he didn't have access to a shower or bath, so he might have been a bit stinky. So yeah, that's some crazy facts about him. He's also, I should probably have told you to start with, that his mum and dad is Elizabeth, who was friends with Mary during the birth. You might have heard her come up in that story. Look into it. I'm not going to go into it now. And Zechariah is his dad. We don't know a lot about him. Or I haven't looked into him that much. So onwards to why John prepares the way for Jesus, finally. John's job was to proclaim Jesus. He was a God-made man like Jesus. And he was also Jesus's cousin. And John devoted his life to Jesus. He knew who Jesus was as, Messiah. Before anybody else even understood who he was. Jesus obeyed God's call in his life to prepare the people for Christ's coming, fulfilling prophecies Isaiah made about him long before his existence, and those his father Zechariah made at his birth. Sorry, I dropped a pen. John's role as the prophet, as the way, the paver, as you want to call it, like a pavement, was so important that Jesus himself said to him, "I tell you, among those born of women, there is no one greater than John." And that's in Luke 7:28. So if you want to look that up. So you might be thinking, great, Jacob, thanks so much for all the information of John the Baptist, but how am I meant to prepare the way for Jesus? Well, yeah, that's quite difficult at this moment in time and in the stage of life you guys are at. So there's there's different ways we can do it. We can prepare the way for Jesus into other people's lives. So your friends, your buddies, your non-Christian friends, or even your Christian friends, if you prepare the way for the Lord to enter their hearts, then you're doing quite a good job. And there's 4 things you can do to help prepare the way for the Lord. You can listen and accompany. So listening and accompanying, it's basically just listening to all their burdens and helping them out with all those things, suggesting sensible ideas to help them and directing them towards the Lord in a safe, good way. The second thing is encouragement. Encouragement is so underrated. Encouragement is so good. Anybody that encourages anybody else, it makes them want to do something again. It's a common known fact. If you say to somebody, "Oh, Jacob, great talk, John the Baptist, do it again," then I'll be so encouraged to do it again. So encouragement, build people up, and that is what God wants you to do in people's lives, to build people up and connect them with God in an encouraging way. The third thing is relatively simple. Praying. Praying is always essential. Praying for those people, praying for your buddies, praying for all those friends and family that might not know God. So yeah, okay. The fourth one is be the voice. Be that voice who tells your friends and your family and whoever about Jesus. And yes, I know it's slightly awkward and slightly meh, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it. Just talking to them about God. And don't, there's ways of doing it. You do it in a nice, calm, easy way. Start off with a nice story and there you go, boom. So if we could do those 4 things... sorry about that. If you can do those 4 things in life, you can prepare the way of the Lord like John the Baptist did for your friends. So he prepared the way for the Lord, prepared other people's lives for the Lord. John the Baptist is a wacky fella, but when I say be like John the Baptist, don't eat locusts or camel hair, because I don't advise it, okay? Not a very good idea, and not what I want you to get out of this. I want you to get out to be like John the Baptist in terms of listening, encouraging, praying, and voicing. So it's been brilliant kind of talking to you, and I do apologise for my slight sugar high. No, I'm going to take that bit out.